Hey mamas, Tiffany Chanell here. So I recently posted a video. Well, first of all, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? We got another Car Chronicles. So I recently posted a YouTube short on taking a look at your vision board. Or even if you didn't create a vision board, maybe you had a list of goals that you wanted to accomplish this year. Well, we're already in October, right? And so some of you may have looked at your vision board or your goals list and thought, man, I haven't really accomplished all the things that I wanted to accomplish. So I wanted to post this video on saying to you, that's okay. I probably like you have a lot of different things that I want to accomplish, but I also understand that it's important for me to prioritize what those goals are. And you're not going to always get everything done in the amount of time you want to get it done, especially moms and single moms. Like, we do so much. Full-time working moms, full-time working single moms, Lord Jesus. We do so much. And so there's only 24 hours in a day, 7 to 8 of which we're supposed to get of sleep. Likely we're not getting but 5 to 6. And so you have to figure out, okay, what can I work on today that's going to get me closer to my goal? And I found that if I'm focused on too many, go ahead, get over. If I'm focused on too many different goals at one time, I'm not going to finish any of them. So I have to be laser focused on maybe 1 or 2 goals and finish those and then go on to the next goal. And sometimes that means those are the 2 goals that I focus on this year. It's not always going to happen where, okay, I accomplished this goal in a week, I accomplished another goal in another week. It doesn't happen that way because things come up. Kids get sick, parents get sick, jobs require, a special project going on and you got to maybe pull in more hours. Just different things happen. So give yourself grace. My daughter saw me getting really excited about getting close to monetization on YouTube. I used to be monetized and then I lost it. Anyway, so I was getting excited because I'm close to monetization, and that means thank you guys for watching my videos. I appreciate it. Hopefully they're helpful. And she said, Mommy, do you want a YouTube, like a play button or whatever it's called? Know how she knows about these things, but I said, well, I never really thought about it. For me, it's not about getting the play button. It's about the different goals that I have for myself. And I explained to baby girl, I said, well, really what Mommy wants to do is be monetized. And she's like, well, why? I said, well, because that means I can make money on my videos. And she's like, oh. So I think that I hear a lot of people talk about, multiple streams of income, quit your 9 to 5. Well, I'm not quitting my 9 to 5. My 9 to 5, as I explained to baby girl, it provides a salary and benefits. And so I said, when you go to the doctor's office, do you ever have to worry about, how am I going to pay for this appointment? She says, no. I said, no, because we have medical insurance. When you get your teeth cleaned at the dentist, are you worried about that? And she's like, no. And she says, we have dental insurance. And when you get your glasses. And so I explained to her, by having this job, it provides us with a salary as well as benefits. Now, you can get insurance being a business owner, but I'm explaining it to her based on her level of understanding. She's only 8. And I said, but Mommy still wants multiple streams of income because it's important to have that so that you know, if something happens, you can still bring in income some other kind of way. And there's other things that mommy wants to do, and it takes money to do those things. And so she was like, okay. So I thought maybe I might share with y'all what I shared with her. So for me, I think it was 3 goals this year. Well, my vision board shows way more than 3 goals, but I'm going to tell you what I decided to focus on. Well, sorry, I'm thinking. So I'll tell you what I chose to focus on as a priority. I'm not going to talk about like the weight loss goals or the goals that I have for my daughter. Those goals are being either achieved or have already been achieved. So that's a blessing. You know, health and fitness goals, as well as the goals I have for my daughter's education. And so maybe I'll post a video on what my vision board said and what of my vision board did I achieve this year. I'll do another video that lays all that out. But for the purposes of this video, I wanted to encourage the moms, especially the single moms. I had goals in my career and education to make sure that I'm focused on being successful in my new role at my company, and also making sure that I am completing a certification at my job to, you know, help solidify my role at work. And so all that has to do with working and education, right? That's going to further me in my career. And then I had another goal of focusing in on my businesses. And so I have Money Makeover Ministries and Mom's Money Mindset. And just making sure that I am focused on, you know, my side businesses. And then lastly, monetization on YouTube. And so I can't accomplish all of those things at one time. I mean, I probably could, but it's a lot. And so my focus has been on the goals I laid aside for my job, because that's giving me the most benefit at the moment. And of course, it requires the most amount of my time because you're at work for 8 to 9 hours. And so I am halfway done with my certification, and my goal is to complete it by a certain time frame. Once I'm done with that, and I've got a really great handle on my new position, then I'll move along to some of the other goals. Now, monetization has a time frame on it. When you're close to it, you want to keep posting content and go ahead and apply and get monetized, because you have a window of time. So then that's the next thing that I'm focused on. And as you can see, I'm still posting videos, but am I editing the videos and making them look, you know, aesthetically pleasing? No, I am not, because I don't have time to do that. But I do have time to talk while I'm driving into work or driving home from work or to pick up my daughter. I have time to share knowledge. And so what do? I post an unedited video. So as you can see, I've prioritized certain goals. I'm still accomplishing those goals, but I'm focused on the top priority, putting majority of my effort there. And then I'm doing a bit of the other priority, which is making sure that I post content, share information that's helpful to others, but also to help me get monetized. And then once I'm done with these things, then I can go on to the next set of goals. And then also I was telling her I had a goal to learn trading and invest in real estate. Well, at the time, interest rates have been really high. So right now is not, well, it's getting, the feds did drop the rates. And so they're supposed to drop them again. I believe 2 more times. And so that means it might be a better time to invest in real estate. But I didn't try to go and invest during a time where that wasn't really the goal at the time. First of all, the interest rates were high. And secondly, that's not my priority right now. So I say all this to say, prioritize your goals. And you might say, well, how do I prioritize my goals? Well, what's the most important goal that you want to accomplish and why? So the way I do it is I list my goals
in 2 miles,
and underneath each goal I say, okay, why is this goal important to me? Well, this goal is going to help me increase my salary, or this goal might help me strengthen my resume during a time when, you know, the economy is not doing quite as well. So it's important to have a strong resume. So maybe those are the goals that I focus on first. Then this goal, like YouTube monetization, will help me get a second stream of income without having to do quite as much work as I would if I was giving financial consulting advice or resume or interview prep advice. That takes some effort and time in my day. And a video is only, 10, 20 something minutes. So it might be easier for me to focus on this goal next.
Is on the right.
And so that's the way I list out my goals and prioritize why one might be more important to accomplish now versus the other. And then I just start, attacking them, doing what I got to do to accomplish the goals. And some nights that means, after I put baby girl to bed, after she, I put her to bed. She puts herself to bed. She's a big girl. But after, we have dinner time, bath time, bedtime routine, and she goes to sleep, that might mean I have to get back on my computer and begin working on the goals I've set for myself. It could be working in my new role to make sure that I have a good understanding of what I'm doing. It could be, and usually it's also working on my project so that I can get this certification that I'm working on. It just is what it is, because when I'm at work, I'm doing work for my job. And so in the evening, I'm working on the projects to get my certification. So it won't always be like that, because sleep is very important, but there will be times when you're trying to accomplish a goal within a certain period of time, and that might mean you have to work in the evenings to get the goal accomplished. But understanding that you'll accomplish that goal and you're done with that goal, and then you can move on to the next one, and then hopefully the next one you won't have to be in the evenings. Because if you notice, I post videos during the day. You don't see me in the evenings working on videos. So if my next goal is focusing on monetization and posting content, I'm not going to have to stay up at night to do that, because I can get that done during the day. And then that's another thing, just trying to use your time wisely. I can't look at the camera as much because I want to focus on the road and making sure I'm aware of everything around me. But, taking advantage of the time that you have and getting things accomplished. Sometimes when I'm in my car, I might be listening to videos or podcasts or books to gain more knowledge about a subject matter that matters to me. It could be trading, which I did learn to do that when I took some time off of social media. Actually, I may even post a video about that, like what can you accomplish when you take a social media break. I've accomplished a lot. Learned how to swim. I learned how to swim, tread water, float, all the things. Yes, as an adult, I did that. But my point is that your goals don't necessarily have to be financial goals. Some of them can be non-financial goals, and many of them can be. I mean, learning how to swim wasn't a financial goal, but I still accomplished it. But just prioritize your goals. Focus on the top priority. Don't try to do everything at once. Know that if you didn't accomplish everything on your vision board, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. But also knowing that if you notice you didn't accomplish everything on your vision board, did you accomplish one or two things? And if you didn't accomplish anything, then that could mean that you're not prioritizing your goals well enough and focused in on the top priorities. You might be trying to do everything at one time and not accomplishing anything. So I hope this message, this Car Chronicles, y'all have to excuse the lighting. Boy, that's really terrible. Is that how things have been looking this whole this whole drive? But hopefully that helped you in some way to figure out how to prioritize your goals. I will try to post a video on what I actually had on my vision board, which that's going to actually take me, that will require some edits because I have to show you the vision board, and what all I was able to accomplish. I'll do my best to do that, but like I said, that might be later on once I finish my certification. Okay, family. Well, I pray that you have the most amazing day. I love you to life, and be encouraged, mamas. All right. Bye.